two Sonic the Hedgehog plushes, different both in shape and design, all made by one company. You have the 2009 Sonic, and you have the 2011 Sonic. But which one of these Sonics will win as the best Sonic toy, or plush, from Jazwares? Let's get one thing out of the way first. Usually companies try to base their products of Sonic off of models or off of stock art. But this was made by the same company, so they were basing it off of models. This is by Jazwares, by the way. We'll first cover the 2009 version of Sonic by Jazwares. Okay. Sonic, well at least version 1, stands about 7 inches tall. The first thing you'll discover is that he's a really light blue, which is kinda unfitting for him. Mainly, this is actually the same blue they used, maybe even the same material they used for the classic Sonic plush that they made for 2011 for the 20th anniversary, at least Jazwares. The proportions, Line 1 has a strong history of having the proportions extremely off, and I'll show you that right now. These guys are known for bad proportions because, Jazwares never, whenever they released a toy, everyone looked different. When the plushes sat in their little box where you could buy one, there were at least 7 Sonics in mine every time it went up, but each Sonic looked different in their own unique way. Some Sonics were really, really stupid looking, some Sonics were actually really good looking. I got this one when it was first stocked in Toys R Us way back in 2009, so I guess I got one of their first models, which ironically, I guess was one of their good models. So, because I have a good model, I guess we'll go over the good proportions and the bad proportions, and I think we'll start with the good proportions. First, you'll note that the spikes actually look really good. This isn't supposed to be a quality plush. These are supposed to be plushes meant for, playing around with, meant for kids, and they just got the spikes perfect for that. From the side, they don't look so good because there's this huge gap where the spikes should actually end right here, but from the back, they look pretty good. You'll also see that the back spikes are just flat pieces of felt glued together. Unfortunately, the tail on Sonic kind of, fell apart, but it's still sewn in there, so I just have to super glue that back together, like hot glue or whatever. His shoes also look pretty well. They're not pointed or anything, but there's nothing really bad about them. They even got that little thing right there, which I have no idea what that does. Tell me. Another thing is that his eyes don't look that bad either. As far as I'm aware, they got the color perfect. They also did the newest 2009 version where his little shine dot isn't actually up there, but it's down there. Which is good because some companies still like to put it up there, and I guess Sonic's new design involves it going down there. So, that's just a nitpick though, but it's a good nitpick. They were actually paying attention. Onto the flaws, and there are many. His arms are super fat. I have no idea why. It just looks so weird, and his legs, are super fat and super flat. Looks really weird. His stomach is alright though, but this is the bad proportion. His nose is, always tilted to the side. Then again, that could just be my model. His mouth though, no one can smile like that. No one can tilt their smile that way. That's physically impossible. Also, his ears are quite weird looking. They're kind of small, and the inside of his ear actually takes up the entire ear, which is something that's fixed up in the 2011 version. So, yeah. Normally, this is the part where I would do the recommendations on which one you'd get, but we're going to have to go to the 2011 one first. Fun fact about these guys, they still produce them like this, but if they have the newly fixed 2011 version, why are they still producing the bad version? It's weird. 2011 version. Right off the bat, you'll notice a huge difference, and that is his mouth is correct. My god, that's impossible. But yeah, no, it looks pretty good. However, there's something that this version doesn't have, and you're gonna say, well, didn't you just say that all the plushes kind of look different? Well, yeah, but, this was the best one in the group. You'll see that this Sonic's, what do you call it, a mouth thing? Goes like that, like it should. This one's just kind of an oval. And it looks weird. You'll also notice on this one that his face is actually pretty good looking. It's 3D and stuff. His face is flat. It seems we can't win with Jazwares, can we? They fixed the ears. And I'm so proud of that because it looked so weird when the whole thing was just the inside of the ear. They fixed it now, and his ears are less slim triangles, they're more fat triangles, which I think works. His eyes are pretty much the same eyes from there, a darker green. Who cares? Moving on to his body. What's up? I thought this was the good version. No, his body looks like classic Sonic. It's all fat and circular, and yeah, and his arms are just as fat. Huh. His legs aren't that flat, but they're still fat. So what? The shoes are pretty much the same. The only difference is that I think this is a darker gray. The soles of his feet, yeah, that's a darker gray. I don't think anything else changed, honestly. I want to see the buckle. Yeah, the buckle looks darker, a darker yellow. But now that that's over with, let's move on to the spikes and see how they look. From the front, I think they look maybe a bit better than that, so here we go to the back, and oh my god, those look beautiful. In 2009, I was so blown away by these spikes, I was like, wow, Jazwares did a really good job on that, and then I look at these and I'm like, oh my crap, that's just awesome. Again, the spikes on there are the same thing, except they feel thicker. Like a thicker piece of plastic, and they sewed Sonic's tail upside down on mine, but why am I even mentioning that? It was just a flaw. His nose is all right. I guess it's pretty much the same nose they did for that. It's a bit thinner. I don't really know. So, Mr. BlueStreakMovies, what's your recommendation? Should I get the 2009 one or the 2011 one? Well, before I say that, let's go over this. This guy right here, the 2009 one, I did some research. I don't know why I did research during the filming of this video. They're producing these guys with this guy's fixed up design, but with this guy's color. So basically there is no recommendation since there's only one, but if you can find the darker blue one, I guess get the darker blue one. If you want the more light blue pastel one, get the light blue pastel one. Really, there's no huge difference at all. I mean, you're basically buying the same thing, at least now. I mean, say we were watching this in 2010 and we were hyping up the 2011 version, we want to kick this out the core and get that. But now that they're the same thing, just with a different color, that's your call. Really, I don't like doing rating systems, but I will give both these, okay. I would give these guys individual scores, but like I said, it's the same thing, so I'll just give it one whole score in general. 7.5 out of 10, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just, if they could get a few more things fixed, these would be excellent, excellent plushes. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, and by the looks of their Eggman prototype, yeah. This has been BlueStreakMovies. I hope you enjoyed this review, and subscribe, but you won't because you're a YouTuber.